Hey GlamFam, Linwood here, and today we're going to be talking about how nutrition plays a role in hair growth. But before we do, I think we need to change up this background because it feels a little played out and everybody and their mama has it. That's better, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and dive on in. So today we're going to be talking about the role of nutrition in hair growth, and many of you may be wondering why that's so important. Well, constantly I'm being asked things like, what can I do to grow my hair? What shampoo can I use? What oils can I put on here? Is there a vitamin or a supplement I should take? And honestly, there's a lot more that goes into hair growth than people realize. And one of the biggest factors I always tell people about is nutrition. But in order for you to understand that, you have to first understand how the impacts of it are and why it's so relevant to the health of your hair. Now, for starters, your hair is made of 20 amino acids. 9 of those are naturally occurring, and the other 11 are from your diet. What that means is, if you are not taking in the right nutrients or a good amount of nutrients in general, you're going to be seeing some issues with hair growth and or hair loss, and that is a huge factor in hair growth. No matter how much scalp massage you do, no matter what oils you're putting on there, or even your genetics, if you're not eating right, you're going to be seeing some loss in hair growth or possibly some shedding from your hair that you did not intend to see. So there are several different factors that I notice hair loss in our industry, and if you have other ones that you'd like to add to, you can go ahead and add them in the comments down below. But the first of which is weight loss surgery. Now, a huge reason for why you see such a difference in hair growth and hair loss when it comes down to weight loss surgery is because of the fact that you have such a huge caloric deficit. What that means is you've had surgery done in order to make the size of your stomach smaller or make it to where you cannot eat near as much food as you were once able to. Now, your body gets used to kind of functioning at that caloric amount, and what ends up happening is when you cut yourself off from that, your body goes into more of a survival mode at first, and what happens is your body has to learn to readjust and learn how to use the calories that you're giving it. So it's basically giving it energy that you're taking in from your food to keeping vital organs running as they should, and unfortunately your hair is really not considered vital. That being said, when you see such a huge caloric deficit, your body starts not only trying to conserve what you're giving it, but it starts going ahead and burning up those fat stores, things like that you're getting. This is why it's so important and why you're always encouraged anytime you get a surgery done that you are supplementing according to the doctor's orders. This is because they know that you're not getting the nutrients that you need for your body to function at the level that it should. Even though yes, we're cutting calories, yes, we're cutting fats, yes, we're cutting carbs, we're also cutting certain nutrients that you would be getting on a regular when you are eating your food, and you're cutting calories, which is an energy source for your body. If your body doesn't have the energy it needs to even produce hair, it's not going to produce it as quickly or as efficiently as it once did. The second of which kind of ties to the first, would be crash dieting. You see this quite a bit because sometimes people will go ahead and cut out entire food groups, things like that, when they're going through trying to lose large amounts of weight, things of that nature. And while it may work well for helping you to lose weight, you're also losing some other baggage along with it. This ties back to the same aspect of weight loss surgery, except in this instance, you see people cutting out entire food groups. And in that instance, you're not just cutting out that food group, but you're cutting out the nutrients that come along with it, and it kind of sends your body into shock. You can notice this quite a bit when it comes down to multiple factors in terms of hair growth, nail growth, the brittleness of those nails, all of that. But like I always tell all my clients, everything that you eat and drink comes out in your hair, skin, and nails. So if you're not getting the things that you need in your diet, you're not going to be seeing the things that you want from your hair growth or even from skin health and nail health. Now, before we get into the next point, I want to take just a moment to shout out our sponsor for today's video, which is BREWSTER Made The Collective. Now, BREWSTER Made The Collective, they make everything from custom tees like this, down to custom coasters, custom artwork, resin, faith tees, journals, and soon to be even candles and things along that line as well, so keep your eyes peeled. They're a family-owned small business that believes in rooting themselves in faith and also giving you that custom care that you're looking for in many of your goods and designs. So if you're interested in them, please be sure to check out their website, brewstermade.com, or you can check them out on Instagram at @WeAreBrewsterMade. Let's dive into our next tip. Now, for our next tip, a lot of times you'll end up seeing quite a bit of hair loss or even slowed rates of growth of hair, undernourished skin, or thinner nails when it comes down to aspects of eating disorders. Due to the fact that you're often not getting the nutrients that you need in those instances because either they're being cut out of your diet altogether or they're being eliminated not too long after they're being consumed, the body's not getting a chance to really absorb the things that it needs. In this instance, it's really best to go ahead and seek out proper care from a physician or from a mental health physician, and that way you're able to ensure that you're balanced mentally and physically in order to ensure that your hair is not taking a dip as well. It's one of those factors that is much bigger than just a factor of hair loss. It ties in very much with mental and emotional health that really needs to be delved into by a professional as well as by you, and you have to create plans in order to ensure that you are at your best and most optimal health. Moving a little bit further, our next tip is on poor nutrition as a whole. Now, I see this quite a bit because of course I teach high schoolers, so when they're asking me things like how I get my skin so clear, what I'm doing to grow hair faster, or how it is that my nails are so healthy, usually what I tell them is, just like I said earlier in this video, everything you eat and drink comes out in your hair, skin, and nails. So those Takis you had for lunch, that honey bun you had for breakfast, that soda that you just drank, and those hot chips that you're about to have a little later are all the things that you're taking in. And if you're taking in junk, junk is going to come out. Now when it comes down to things of the skin, usually going to see things in terms of breakout, more of a rough texture, more oily skin, things like that. When it comes down to the hair, yeah, you're tending to see more oily scalp as well, but a lot of times you're not seeing the rate of growth that you're looking for either. So even though we're massaging and things like that, foods that are low in nutrients or really aren't great for you in general are not going to be so great for your health either. And of course, if we're not taking care of the whole, the hair doesn't benefit. Last but not least, for this video, we're going to talk about vitamin deficiencies. Now, you see this quite a bit in a number of different instances, and of course, I know that this sounds like it can tie in with strictly nutrition in terms of what you're eating, but this can also impact certain aspects of things like sun, vitamin D exposure, things like that. Anytime that your body is not getting the vitamins and the nutrients that it needs, however it is that your body absorbs those, it's going to see a negative impact on the health of the hair, the skin, the nails, and the body as a whole. So when it comes down to things like vitamin deficiencies, not only will you notice that you're tired and you don't have the energy for things like exercise, you feel like you're never really rested, your skin is not as clear, your hair is not growing as quickly as it used to, you can see other certain things shutting down, things along that line. So it's really important to ensure that you're eating vitamin-rich foods, that if you have a deficiency that you're getting it checked out by a doctor to ensure that you're either eating the right foods or that you're supplementing under their care to ensure that you're getting everything that your body needs. Now, of course, in this video, nutrition is so vast, and it's honestly the key point of this video. Your hair is an afterthought, but anything that you do that's going to take care of the whole is going to take care of the hair as well. And so it's just something I want to encourage you today, that if you are having issues around nutrition, that there are ways around that. Things like supplementing into your diet certain vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you would normally be getting underneath your doctor's care, of course. And of course, ensuring that you're eating more vitamin-rich foods, eating your green and leafies, eating things that are brighter, darker, or richer in color are usually going to give you better benefits. Cutting back on junk food and inserting more things that are a little bit more healthy for your diet in general. Ensuring that you're getting the right amount of proteins, minerals, all of that in your diet, and ensuring that you're not doing drastic cuts in your caloric intake when you're trying to do things like weight loss and stuff like that. You want to make sure you're staying within the recommended amount of calories to ensure your optimal health so that your whole body sees the benefit, and that way you're still able to kind of hold on to that weight loss goal without putting yourself in starvation mode and cutting certain systems off or causing your system to kind of shut down in ways that you really didn't intend. That all being said, I hope this video has been incredibly helpful for you. Don't forget to check out We Are Brewster Made on Instagram or www.brewstermade.com to get your custom tea, your custom coasters, your candles, your resin artwork, and so much more. Be sure to check them out. I'll link them down below and in the top pinned comment. And as always, if you wanted to get some type 4 mannequins that have the closest coil pattern to natural that you'll ever see, please be sure to click my links down below as well, or check out GlamFam.com. Until next time, you guys, take care, God bless, and stay glam. You know we love you, boo. Bye.